What's up, everyone? Serge here. I'm a developer from Toronto, Canada. And in this video, I wanted to go through deploying a Scaffold-ETH 2 app to Vercel. But also, what I wanted to set up is an alternative method to deploy this to Fleek. And for those of you who don't know what Fleek is, it's essentially Vercel, but part of it is hosting your web app on Fleek instead of Vercel, and so it gives you decentralized hosting, storage, domains, and stuff like that. And so I figured, yes, Vercel is great, and I love it, but given the nature of Web3 apps, it would be cool to also have support for Fleek. And so I'm gonna deploy the app to Vercel first to make sure that everything is running smoothly, and actually learn what the config is, so that I can then take it to Fleek, set up the CLI so that it's matching the Vercel CLI process, and probably do an update to the docs to give an alternative path for developers. And so I have a scaffold here set up, and I think for Vercel, it's pretty seamless. There is already files for Vercel ignore, and I'm sure there is a Vercel.json here. Perfect. So let's connect it. Here's my Vercel dashboard. Add a new project. And we're going to import it, ETH Global Hackfest 2024 Next.js. It already found the Next.js root directory, which is great. And I don't have any environment variables. ETH, Scaffold-ETH gives the Wallet Connect and the Alchemy IDs as strings. So you could set it up here and use your own, but by default, this should work without anything breaking. And for context, I tried to deploy to Fleek already, and I've been failing. So I just want to see what Vercel is looking like. And this might take a while, so we're going to fast forward once it's done. Alrighty. We got some nice confetti here, and let's take a look. Cool. Looks like I am the first one from ETH Global Hackfest 2024 to do something on Vercel, or at least with that naming. Cool. Let's take a look at the settings real quick. Project settings. So build command output, Next.js default. What is the Next.js default? Next.js default build directory. Build. Oh. Instead of .next. Okay. Well, .next is for Vercel, so maybe for Fleek it will be the same. This makes sense. Let's try it out. And we redeploy. And again, let's see how this goes. Okay. We got a deployment is live. I probably cut out the rest, but there was a few times where this is a Next.js application because I was seeing a client-side error screen, and then it was restarting by itself, but that's just a side note throughout the process. Probably is okay. Um, Phantom believes this website unsafe to use. This is flagged community phishing websites are scam. Okay, Phantom. And maybe this is because I can't access it on Arc because it doesn't support IPFS out of the box. Let's try Brave. Mm, so I gave it a separate name. Oh, camera is frozen. Happens. Um, does it take some time for it? Previously, when I deployed stuff to Fleek, it like surge, ETH, I think. Nope, I won't even try. I thought. Would you like to always start an IPFS? Oh, okay. So maybe I needed to install an IPFS or start the node. So did that work on here as well? Wants to open Brave browser. Okay. So maybe it needs to be an IPFS supported one. Maybe I should look at the docs too. Still loading there, but let's look at guides. Nope. So I don't need custom DNA. I don't. What is going on? So let's look at this template. Maybe they have something here. IPFS. Fleek configure file. Is there one here? Do they don't have a Fleek configure file? That's okay. Let's do the CLI. So let's take a look at what they have in here. Fleek. So they don't have a deploy script. Fleek sites deploy. Okay, so let's see if there is a CLI that I need to install. Sites. Okay, let's see if I have this. All right, let's do a Fleek login. Yep. Cool. So now we go to sites CLI and we do existing. Okay, so let's initialize git checkup b surgical Fleek. This should create a Fleek.init or Fleek.config. Select a project from a list. First project. Is that what the project is called? Name it. Rock, paper, ninja. But that's going to be it. Yes. Yep. Please specify the directory containing the site files to be uploaded. Well, it's packages. Next.js. Packages, Next.js. Would you like to include the optional build command? Sure. Build. Is that? Let's do a package. So that's going to be, no, not this one. This is going to be the package.json that gets uploaded. There's a build, and then there's I guess it's a next start. So start is a dev command. Serve. I wonder if it runs on Vercel, the development mode. I guess Vercel knows what's going on there. I wonder if we need to specify that for Fleek. That sounds good. TypeScript sounds good. Let's take a look at the file that it created. Do I need to install the CLI locally to make sure that it satisfies this? Let's not worry about that. And deploy. Sites deploy command in the same directory where you set up the site. Well, okay. Package.json, Vercel. Let's do a, how does it, I guess my branch name, Fleek, and that runs Fleek sites deploy. On Fleek. Sorry. Yarn run Fleek. Validation uploaded unknown file extension.ts. Well, it just told me that it wanted to do TypeScript. Maybe we'll do a JS. Expected token export. .mjs? Set type module and package or use MJS extension. Export. Expected token export. Okay, let's restart the whole process. Fleek site init. Yes. That's the one. Projects Next.js. Packages. Yes. That's the build command. Module exports. Okay. Sure. Let's now run Fleek. Could not find a script name build. Well, that's a build inside. I see. So it needs the context here. Build, next build. Sure. That makes more sense. This is cool. Okay. IP. In Fleek SDK will be typed. Please use storage service instead. What is this? I am not 100% sure what this means. We built an Next.js app. Fleek help. Let's try it as a separate brand new project. So get rid of that. Let's do Fleek size init. No, enter the name of your new site. Hackfest ETH Global 2024. Packages Next.js. Yes. Run next build. JavaScript. Run Fleek. Okay, so I'm getting the same warning. Failed to upload there, but files are being uploaded here. So let's wait and see. Let me double check the dashboard. Okay, so we created a new one. Actually, Fleek. Sorry. Search on Fleek. Yeah. I hope that doesn't mess. Okay. See you in a bit. Okay, upload failed. But why? No log. Let's see if there's anything in the Fleek dashboard. Let's start out by selecting the Fleek project your site is located. You want to, after that, select the site you want to host. Okay, so what if we do it a little bit differently? So let's move the Fleek config into the Next.js app. And Fleek will just be yarn workspace at Scaffold-ETH 2 Next.js Fleek. And that will be Vercel, and this will be Fleek. and then Fleek. So to match, what the hell is this project switch? Burning battery slow. Dist. There is null. Build command is null. Fleek Next.js. Create Next.js project. Trailing / true. Okay, so maybe we need that next config. Let's try to add that. Strict mode, output, export. This line will create a new folder called out. Okay, so maybe we need that. Fleek login, Fleek sites init, Fleek config, Fleek deploy. So maybe we need to configure this way. My new site out. So maybe, yeah, Vercel with the .next file, IPFS might not like that. npm run build. And so in this context, build command is right. So let's just go back to what it was. Yarn run build out. Right, because it tried to do the whole directory and it's probably not liking that either. This actually should work. I will report back. Okay, that was very quick. Scary quick. Didn't have the cache, but it wouldn't be the right cache. Let's see, moment of truth. Or probably better to check it in Brave. IPFS is working. Let's not worry about that here for now. Let's go to sites. And thanks for naming things, Sergey, but this should be the one. What do we see here? We see the website, and look at that. So this is forwarding it to onfleek.app, which is a DNS that works in a browser that doesn't support IPFS, and this is in IPFS. We got there slowly, but we got there. This is really cool. Awesome. Let's now make sure that Vercel is still configured correctly. Will it pick up the changes? Let's see. Add Fleek deployment. Vercel is pending, so let's look at the details here. This is going to fail. We don't have any of the contracts set up. So where is Vercel? Fleek deployment. Okay, so ETH global deployments. Let's take a look here. So what was wrong with my other site? If you know, if you're from Fleek or if anybody knows, is it because I renamed this and it doesn't, or probably the build and the base directory is fine. The publish directory, oh, okay, so this is probably the issue there. Okay. Good to know. So the CLI works. I would follow that and I would update this to out. And I have the next config set up already. So we can just probably delete this site. And we have the one that's working and we can connect GitHub to here, or we have it as a CLI command. Let's see if Vercel is struggling here. Not to say that it's struggling. Vercel is great, but we changed the next config and the build output directory now. So let's see if it's going to pick that up, or we have to just update some settings, which should be pretty straightforward. And now we have two different environments that we can deploy this to. Did you just work? Ah, okay. Install command, okay. So they're different, but I'm sure we can set them up to be the same. That's it. Thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, comment below. Follow me on socials. It's serge.tech on X, Sergey on Warpcast, and I'll see you in the next one.